Marika Jakob. I'm a professor of sociology and I'm a member of the Institute of Sociology and Social Psychology, and I'm involved in the key research initiative Demography and Social Inequality. What I want is to conduct rigorous research with societal relevance. My career mirrors my research interests, starting from education, going to labor market, the transition from education to the labor market, and once you're interested in the labor market, you encounter immediately questions of family and work life and work and family arrangements in couples. There is a spirit that I experience here, and the spirit is that we work collaboratively, that we have mutual interest in each other's work, and that we appreciate each other's work. And this manifests itself in collaborative research initiatives, but also in everyday life when colleagues discuss their research at any occasions with a really appreciation of each other's work. That's unique. My goals at the WISO are to do rigorous research, for sure, but also it's equally important is to do a good teaching. I teach the introductory courses in statistics and the advanced courses in statistics as well. And my aim with these courses is to motivate students for statistics, because I think it's really important to have a basic knowledge of how to describe the world and how to analyze social processes. And if students get this knowledge and if they acquire and they get motivated to do so, my aim is to enable them to do evidence-based decisions later on. Another goal is to contribute to the faculty as a whole. I'm a Vice Dean for Academic Career, and in this position I support young researchers in their career, and I really enjoy that very much, to work with young researchers and to help and support them to find their way in academia or wherever they want to go. For example, in the recent corona crisis in Germany, there was a provision of so-called short-term allowances that allowed organizations to keep employees with a shorter working hours, and there was some compensation of the social insurance benefits. So in other terms, whereas in some countries unemployment was very high in the beginning of the corona crisis, in Germany the short-term allowances allowed employees to keep with their employment but with a reduction of working hours. And these contexts and institutions do have effects on the life course, and that's something that I really find fascinating. It's not you yourself that decide on your individual life course and which way to go, but there are institutions and structures that guide and shape decisions. The question of our project was, how did this decrease of working hours during the lockdown situation develop during summer, when some of the measures had been relaxed? So what did we find? We find that working moms ain't doing so bad. That's the title of the publication, because this is a really surprising result. What we found is that fathers who had been working more than 40 hours and had this drop in May did not recover to their pre-COVID working hours. So they are still working less than 40 hours. Whereas women, and in particular mothers, for women we see that they do recover to their pre-COVID working hours. So we have the drop, but moms recover, whereas fathers do not. And this is particularly surprising because at the onset of the pandemic there was this huge debate whether the lockdown and the pandemic situation would lead to a re-traditionalization of gender arrangements, so women becoming more traditional again as a result of the pandemic. And our results actually point to the opposite direction. What we find is that it's rather fathers that changed more than mothers with regard to working hours. That's what we are observing. So fathers do not recover fully, but seem to be more involved in childcare than they had been in the pre-corona situation. The WISO faculty offers a lot of opportunities. It has a collaborative spirit, and for my case, it's the place where I would like to be if I wouldn't be here already.